Archers, what a way to start the morning. Welcome, you guys. We've got Justin on the mandolin, John on the keyboard, Maurice on the drums. Yes. Nice to hear. How long have you guys all been together?
Oh, been together for the last 2.5, 3 years.
Because you two were originally with Mickey Finn's.
That's correct, and so was Maurice, actually, as well.
Oh, you all were?
Yes,
so why did you break away and become a three-piece?
Basically, just decided, it was pretty much myself. I was a bit tired of the later nights and wanted to get home a bit earlier, so we're sort of playing at different venues rather than the standard, like we play in Molly Malone's in town. But now we're playing at the Black Harp, which means we can sort of put in more of a show rather than a 4-hour gig.
We just spend our time following him around. He can't get rid of us. He can't get rid of us.
Absolutely.
So do you prefer the kind of the closer knit of the three-piece, or are there some advantages of having a bigger band?
Oh, the big band is fantastic. The smaller group means we get a bit more intimate with the crowd and have a bit more fun. Poke a bit more jest, which John the Pom's pretty good at. You
do, you have a bit of fun, you inject a bit of comedy into your performances, don't you?
We bait the audience a bit.
So what do you do?
Get them involved.
How do you get them involved?
These fellas work really hard. It's easy for me, I sit at the back.
You sort of sneak away at the back.
Yeah. And John's doing much better, but today the man is nearly dead.
I'm nearly dead.
He's nearly dead. Listen to that throat. I'm staying away.
Is it hard to work Kiwi audiences? Do they respond well to you?
They respond really well, actually. When they've had a couple and we give them something back, then it's all on. There's the interaction between the audience and there's toing and throwing going on. And
do you have them up on stage with you?
Yeah, we try to, as much as we can. Especially if someone's wearing something a bit funny or, like the other day we had someone walk in the pub with full Hurricanes get up after we've lost, so it's kind of good to give them a bit of baiting.
And not to forget the Guinness. There's always Guinness with Irish music.
Absolutely, but none of you are Irish. You're a Kiwi.
Absolutely.
I'm British.
British.
Oh, I'm a Pom as well.
And you're a Pom as well. So why the pull for Irish music? Why the desire to do that?
Basically, I've been involved with Irish music for the last 10 years. I wanted to play in bars in town to younger people, and basically it was a draw to Irish music. When I first joined Mickey Finn, I joined to play Kiwi music and covers, and then the Irish music grew on me, and sort of never looked back.
It absolutely does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You can't sit down if there's Irish music. What's that?
When the Commitments movie came out, everything went live Irish music in Wellington pubs, and it never stopped. It's never stopped since that movie came out.
I have a lovely story involving my mother-in-law, who is now... Hello, Dorothy. Dorothy will be watching this. She's 88 years old.
Oh, bless.
And when I first started playing with the band, they gave me a CD with 80 tunes on. And I was driving around listening to the tunes, and I gave my mother-in-law a lift. And the tune on the CD was Raggle Taggle Gypsy. And she said, oh, Raggle Taggle Gypsy, I used to listen to that when I was a little girl. And I thought, oh, that sort of reminded me then of the history involved with this music.
Indeed. Have you got any stand-up performances? I know you're solidly booked with the Lions here.
We're constantly working at the Black Harp, which is a great little venue. Last week was a good stand-up performance. You're only as good as your last gig. So that's where they sort of go from there with the Shenanigans.
We had a couple of guys in tweed jackets come in, and they looked like they were going to leave as soon as we started playing. But 2 or 3 hours later when we finished, they said, oh, can we get you down to the South Island for our whiskey nosing party? So we're booked to go down there.
We're willing to travel.
Paying for us to go.
And you've got a CD on the go?
Yeah, currently in mastering. Basically, it's a live recording at the Black Harp. Unfortunately, we've got John singing on it, but hopefully we can edit him out a bit.
But it's called the innocent. It's the innocent until proven Irish.
John the Germ.
Will it be all Irish songs?
No, it'll be a Celtic mix, foot-stomping Irish music, if you like. It's basically a mix of tunes. You'll hear another one later on. I'm on Fire. We do some U2 tunes. We do Crowded House, Irish style, the great Australian band, and we we try and do some fun things. John can belt out a few Muppet Show hits and all that sort of things.
Wonderful.
So we try and incorporate that.
Well, it's been an incredibly good way to start the morning, and I thank you all for coming in.
Cool, thank you.
Shenanigans. Good stuff.